I think it would be better if you moved on. I think there's been a lot of hanging out. My mom's got baggage with my dad too. Like, it's way healthier for her to move off quicker rather than later.
I personally know that I cannot just linger here and take forever in finding a house.
Amy's getting a little bit down and things are a little stressful. She's lived in this house almost 30 years. But I have a big and special surprise to help hopefully give Amy a little boost. I'm planning on proposing.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, August 30th. We are at the end of August. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. It was a really busy weekend. I actually had my 11th wedding anniversary on Saturday, and we did a super long live stream on Friday night, and I apologize for the length. Didn't mean to go that long, but if you want to watch it, go for it. If not, no big deal. We have some updates from the weekend because while I celebrated my 11th anniversary to my amazing husband, who I love very much.
Just putting the dishes in the dishwasher, it goes a long way. Fellas, you're welcome.
Miss Roloff, Amy, got married to Chris Marek in a beautiful wedding at Roloff Farms in front of friends and family. And everyone on Instagram, including Isabel and Tori and Audrey, were sharing their videos and their photos from the big day. And then people revealed some of the exclusive shots of their wedding. So Amy Roloff is no longer Roloff, I guess. She is technically Amy Marek, and she and Chris are wed. She and Chris got married on Roloff Farms. She is actually 56 and he is 55. Wow, I thought she was older than that. That's incredible.
You look hot. I am definitely the hottest bride.
So according to People, there was 146 people in attendance. They actually got married outside in front of a gazebo, and she wore a dress by Justin Alexander Serenity Collection, and he wore a black suit. So Michael Williams was their person that did their nuptials, and she actually walked down the aisle to a song called Heart to Heart, which was actually composed by Chris's friend and best man, Rick Hinkies. So their reception was in a tent outside on the farm as well, and there was a band called the Macy Guard Band, and they performed cover songs. Audrey actually shared some videos of the kids dancing, so it was super cute because Emerson and Jackson were a flower girl and the ring bearer, and they walked down the aisle together, and Audrey actually shared some photos of the two of them walking down the aisle, and then they also were dancing together at the reception. Amy could be seen at the reception also dancing with a guest. So in a quote to People magazine, Amy said this: "Our wedding day is a special day, but our marriage is a lifetime together. I'll have the rest of my life with Chris, and that makes me smile." She said it was challenging planning a traditional wedding and all that typically goes into that to what we want to have at our wedding. Sometimes it felt like the two of us clashed at times for me, but in the end, it's about the two of us, Chris and I. It's about combining our two lives together into one and sharing it with our family and friends. So they have actually been engaged for almost 2 years before they got married. They got engaged in September of 2019. They actually met at a pool party in 2016. So they started dating in 2016, and they've never stopped their intense relationship. So in 2017, in regards to Chris, who is average size, she said, "I just never thought someone who is average size would be interested in me. I really just want him to never question or doubt the relationship because I'm a little person." So her children were all in attendance. They had a rare photo with Jacob and Amy, which was posted onto Isabel's Instagram. And then Jeremy, Audrey, and their kids were there, along with the belly. You know, Audrey's pregnant. Isabel and Jacob were there. Obviously, Isabel is expecting. And then Tori also shared some photos with her and Zach, Lila, and Jackson. Some of the most memorable shots from their day were of the kiddos. Lila and Jackson and Emerson and Bodie all in attendance. I saw some photos of most of the boys. I didn't actually see many photos of Molly, but I'm sure she was in attendance. And apparently the kids actually made the day super special for them. She told people that all the kids have been wonderful. She said they've all been wonderful. They've been helping me all this week with setting up and, most importantly, moral support. Having my grandkids be a part of our wedding day is so special to me. To know that they are happy for me means so much to me. She was actually finishing up all of her final touches over the week, and she was sharing and documenting those on her Instagram. And she was doing all of the decorating and working with all the different people. And in regards to who did the flowers, it was she visited Delilah Festival in Canby, Oregon to select flowers. And she said, I'm so excited because I have bunches of flowers for my wedding, and they're big and bold and beautiful. And she also apparently indulged in some self-care on Saturday morning. She says, I'm going to write in my journal and read some devotions, write my vows, and look at photos of Chris and I and think about where we started and where we are now and how wonderful it has been. People pointed out that despite being an outdoor event, the CDC still advises against crowded gatherings even when vaccination status is known. Due to the airborne nature of COVID-19, hospitalization rates are at a 6-month high. She was actually talking about COVID to people. She said the farm has been beautiful scenery and we just don't know what's going to happen with COVID, so it's easier to have it there. What I did notice at the farm was that people were not wearing masks and they were outside having fun. So it's tough, you guys. Like right now, there's been a spike in COVID cases and the Delta variant is sort of taking hold. We're actually getting hit really hard by it right now in Minnesota, and I know other states are as well, particularly in the South. So even with vaccinations increasing, there's still not enough numbers of people being vaccinated, so it's just a mess. And then you also know that it's unlikely that some of the people that are at her wedding are actually vaccinated because they simply don't believe in them. I'd venture to guess that Jeremy and Audrey might be a little bit apprehensive given their propensity to believe in sort of that woo-woo thing around COVID. So I certainly hope that as a result of this, no one got sick. No matter what happened, though, it was a very, very, very beautiful day, and Matt and Caryn were nowhere to be seen. So obviously they were not invited. And, you know, I think this is going to be a really good step for Amy. I actually shared their wedding photos on my Instagram and was shocked because I have like 7,000 likes, and I think that's the most likes I've ever had on any of my posts on Instagram, and people were just flooding my Instagram with congratulations to Amy and to Chris. People so thrilled that she has finally found love again after a really tough time. You know, overwhelmingly, it's been more about congratulating Amy and no shade, no anger, even if she was the bridezilla and wanted things a certain way.
It's not your wedding, Hammerhead. The wedding is for the woman.
It's hard to judge anyone that's been in a position like Amy on reality television, going through a divorce very publicly on a reality show, and then to have her wedding play out again on a reality show. It's just a lot.
It's just a lot. It's a lot to overcome.
There's always, so many different sides to every single story. What matters here is that one, Amy is happy. She and Chris seem extremely happy together. Amy has been able to find love after divorce, which is not always easy for people. She has found a match that appears to be very good for her, whether you like her or hate her. I don't think anyone should be unhappy about someone finding love. I love love. I love weddings. I love seeing people happy. I love seeing people dancing. And I truly hope that everyone that was in attendance was vaccinated.
You're a carrier. All these people here are doomed. You're doomed!
And then Caryn and Matt did not spoil the day. So that also makes me extremely happy as well. There is so much in this world to be angry about, but I don't think you could ever truly be angry at anyone finding happiness. So congratulations to Amy and Chris. The wedding looks phenomenal. The daughter-in-laws looked gorgeous. Her sons looked so handsome. So nice to see Jacob and his brothers all together. You just don't get to see that very frequently. So hopefully there could be some healing in this. Maybe, I don't know. Jackson and Emerson are super close. Maybe that can bring the brothers back together. Maybe their feud can get sort of thawed out by that. They were together so much at that, and it's so sweet to see cousins so connected like that. So I hope this could maybe be a bridge to bringing healing to Zach. And so what are your thoughts about this? Are you excited? What did you think about her dress? I thought her dress was gorgeous. I thought Amy was gorgeous. I thought the bridesmaids, or I thought everything about this was gorgeous. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments below. Bye, guys.